Off again, but I doubt it.
Hello and welcome to currently Mr. Stefan's playing League of Legends. And
Hey,
then
I've
we
just
have
lost. I'll be right there.
there he goes, he lost second place. There you go, you get to see it. A quick
Oh, we see a whole Discord chat.
there we go. That was weird. I
A
refresh
whole
that.
Discord window.
Oh yeah, I
So window.
forgot to full screen it. Oh, and there it goes. There we go. Forgot to full screen it. Alright. So this is episode 141 of the whoa. Everything just went jittery. What is going on? Okay, the live stream doesn't see it, so it's just my screen for some reason that sees it going jittery. I get to see you guys all jittery.
Difficulties.
Well, I don't think the live stream sees it because the OBS is reading it properly. I'm just having a weird refresh rate on my main screen for some reason.
Oh yeah, hi, Pixel Man.
Oh.
Oh, yes,
Yeah.
while we're here, it's a full moon here at Immaterial Gamers.
Oh. So yeah, episode 141 or 42. We have Mr. Ryan over here. And we have Mr. Stefan down here. And we have Mr. Terry right here. Ow, I poked myself in the eye. No, I'm kidding. So yeah, what have we done
That's
today?
not a technical difficulty, that's a terrible difficulty.
Exactly, terrible difficulties.
Yeah, do you remember when you went and did the infinite Discord window?
Yeah, I did that a couple times. But
we've done. I was gonna say we've all done that a few times.
Yep. So yes, we will.
Wait, what is this? Transformers? What?
I don't even. Yeah, they make weird noises. I can't make those noises with my mouth. So I'm on the top left.
Yeah, I should probably do you a favor while you talk about what you played. Keep going. Sorry, I interrupted.
No problem. I have played Minecraft. Pretty much still doing the Skyblock, and we're getting back into Grand Theft Auto 5 again. So that's a little bit more interesting. Mostly just trying to earn money, because that's pretty much what the game is all about now, is earning money. And today I broke my computer, but it's
still hard.
Yeah.
Oh, please tell everyone how you broke your computer.
I broke my computer today. It was supposed to have... The live podcast was supposed to start a couple hours ago, but I kind of... I decided to upgrade my computer with an NVMe drive because I noticed there was an NVMe slot in my computer. And because of how big Grand Theft Auto is, I needed a drive that could hold it. And all of my solid states were already kind of bogged down. So I was like, oh, I have an NVMe slot on my computer. So I will get a 500 gigabyte NVMe, not too expensive, and put it in. Well, I put it in, and all of a sudden I lost 1 terabyte drive. So I was like, well, that's not good. I'm going to restart, see if all the connections, maybe I knocked a connection loose or something. Restarted, still it still wasn't there. And then I went into BIOS. It couldn't see the terabyte drive, so I was like, what the heck is going on? Well, then I decided I was going to move all of my SATA ports around, and that was not a good idea. I could no longer boot into anything. So I made it much worse. It went much, much worse. So, nonetheless, I had to start messing around with every single SATA port, but to do that, I had to pull out all of my hard drive. He goes again, I had to pull out all of my graphics cards. Both graphics cards. I have 2 970s in my computer and an SLI formation. And I had to pull those out just to be able to access the SATA ports easily and see what I'm doing. So, pulling them out and then plugging in one SATA port at a time until I figured out which one had my bootloaders in it. And then I got my bootloader and then had to figure out which one had my Windows in it. Because apparently they're not on the same drive, which you'd think they would be, but they're not, apparently. So I got that, and then I decided, well, I got to figure out which SATA ports aren't working. Because I messaged a friend, and he was like, oh yeah, sometimes when you plug in an NVMe, it disables some of your SATA ports. So I had to figure out which SATA ports were no longer working. Luckily on my motherboard, it wasn't that difficult to figure out. It was actually the last 2 in the series. So technically it's 5 and 6 slots if you count from 1, but they always start from 0, so it's actually 5 or 4 and 5 that no longer
Right.
work. But I after an hour and a half of mucking about, it's running and we're able to do this live stream. So just a little bit later than planned. But yeah, now I should be able to play Grand Theft Auto super fast. Yes, thumbs
I
up.
mean, you can play
I've,
Loading Simulator super fast.
Actually, they fixed the
yeah,
loading
I mean,
simulator
I've,
big
I've,
time.
I've Rockstar put that mod in now.
Yes,
Eh,
it actually
still,
the first loading still takes a while. The very first time you go online still takes a little bit of time. But once you switch servers, once you've already been in, it does it pretty quick. So I have to give it props. It's a lot faster than it was.
see, changing, I never saw it as an issue anyway. It was just the start of the game.
Oh,
Was
sometimes
a
changing
lot
took
of-
forever, but I think that was a lot to do with hackers being in the server. Sometimes when you'd come out of a game or something, you'd just be in a never-ending loading screen trying to get into a server.
Watching the lobby that you were trying to join just quickly changed to day and night rapidly.
Yeah, and sometimes you just see a list of people dying and or all of a sudden you start hearing ching 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 because you're getting free money.
I'm starting to hate when you do podcasts, by the way,
Why? What did I
because
do?
I'm still in Minecraft.
Oh, and you're lagging.
I can't do bugger all.
That's so weird.
God,
I'm trying
imagine if you weren't on the podcast and you were just playing
Yeah,
Minecraft, and this suddenly happens. Like, oh shit, Terry's streaming again.
yeah. I should just start live streaming all the time.
It's more the fact I'm trying to get to this trader who just spawned in, but you can't get anywhere closer to me, and I
Because
can't.
he
I
keeps
just keep
wandering
teleporting
around.
back to a bed.
That's so weird because I used to live stream Minecraft and you never had any problems. Like we
Hmm.
used to live stream together Minecraft and never had these problems. So I don't know what's going on. I might have to call my ISP.
I'm blaming the chickens.
Yeah, it's definitely the chicken's
Caw.
fault. He has a giant farm of chickens. All right, Ryan.
Giant farm.
How about you? What have you
Yeah,
played
but you
today?
should have a giant farm of werewolves. No, I can't do
Oh!
it. So, what did I do? Well, more League of Legends, more ARAM. That was always going to be a thing. Um, Currently playing Torchlight 3, the
Oh,
sequels to Torchlight 1 and 2. What
uh,
used to be called Torchlight Frontiers,
really? I
because it was
played a bit of
supposed to
Torchlight.
be a. Yeah, I mean, they're not bad games. This one was supposed to be set. Well, no, the setting's not changed. It was supposed to be an MMO. Went into open beta. They immediately decided, nah, we're not making this an MMO anymore. It's going to be a single player slash multiplayer experience again.
Why did they
Um,
go against MMO? Just server
uh,
issues or?
it turns out trying to play it's the same issue that Diablo had. Really, is that they tried to make an economy based around the buying and selling of shit between players, and well, we all remember how the real life auction house went, right?
Some people made a lot of money.
Oh well, yeah, briefly,
I don't remember, to be honest. I just
but
remember at the very beginning, a lot of people were making some pretty
I
crazy amount of money.
yeah, well, got to think on the idea that like I know for me and mine, definitely we didn't even play Diablo 3 on PC until a long time after the whole auction house kerfuffle thing, and they did the Loot 2.0 and stuff like that. We had played it on a PS3 local, and then they brought out the
PS3.
Reaper of Souls. And yeah, then they brought out the Reaper of Souls Immortal Evil Edition or whatever the frick they called it.
I think Diablo 3. I played with Duncan on the PC.
You might have played with me. I don't remember.
No, I definitely played with Duncan because me and Duncan just did the story, and then Duncan wouldn't play anymore.
Yeah, it
But
wasn't my kind of a game.
yeah. But yeah, playing Torchlight 3 because it's on Game Pass, and why not? And playing as a forged as a character, which was like just a they describe it as it's a like a machine with the heart of an adventurer,
But did he take
which
an
is
arrow
like
to the knee?
not initially because it doesn't have knees.
Oh,
No, he's just
It
waiting for
had like
server.
weird clawed leg things that didn't really have like proper knees, except like the whole robot. You can't customize the character of the thing. You
waiting for server.
But yeah, you can't customize a forged character because every bit of loot changes the forged character to the
Okay.
point that I don't have legs anymore. My legs have been replaced by a minecart.
You're a
You play
minecart.
Minecraft?
No. So now it walks around. It's got a gun on one arm. It's got a sword in the other. It's got a shield and stuff like that. And oh no, it's a chest cannon. So it just like pops bullets out of its stomach as you do. Yeah. Boink. Um, but then yeah, now it's just rolling around on this minecart, and it's like Torchlight 1. It's like Torchlight 2. It's okay. They kind of may have dumbed it down a little bit in number 3, but it's playable. It's functional. It's fine. Um, and then on stream played through all the songs of the video game Aero or however you pronounce Aether.
You go, girl.
Thanks. Wow, you were pretty quick this week on that.
Well, you
Time from
the time that you start is literally while I'm just sitting in the truck waiting for paperwork. So it's almost like if I happen to notice that pop-up come up, I just go click.
uh,
See, you
but
just get pop up for our streams. I don't even get that.
Portal
My phone's
reloaded.
not even said we're doing a podcast on it. I'm
I
not looking
my
at that.
I can't check my phone because this is my phone.
okay, let me check my phone.
See, my phone's almost dead at the minute, so I'll just threw it to one side.
Okay, let's have a look. Oh no, it says we've gone live. Well, it went live on my phone as a silent notification.
Huh? Mine's always silent for some
So
reason.
that's a
But like I
bit
said, I'm
weird.
just staring at my phone at that point. So, what does the
So
go live
yeah, so
notification say?
it says
Waiting
Immaterial
for
Game
server.
is live. No, it doesn't say waiting for server. It says Ryan, Stefan, Terry are chatting live.
Woohoo! It worked. I wanted to make sure.
So yeah, but yeah. So last week when I did the Spin Rhythm stream, Spin Rhythm hosted the channel, and I didn't even realize,
Yeah,
which was fun.
I
This
remember you
this
saying
week,
that.
yeah, this week, Mad Fellows, who made Aero, um, retweeted and liked the stream after the fact because let's be fair, they're based in the UK. It's 9 o'clock on a Sunday morning. No one knows what 9 o'clock on a Sunday morning is, other than this guy.
Yeah, or me because I'm at work at
Y-
4 o'clock
Yeah,
in the morning my time.
yeah. So
That's the other thing you got to remember is that the market is 4 o'clock in the morning in Canadian time.
mm,
So North American is 4 or earlier.
but I got them. I got a message on Twitter at 9 o'clock in the evening. It was just like, so we missed the live stream. Watching the VOD now, and I had a look. The VOD counter went up by 1, and not muted audio. I think there's something with Twitch that likes stuff as long as you're playing a game with the music and it doesn't go too crazy and you don't just sit there and listen to the whole song like you're playing a really, really bad DJ set.
Yeah.
That's what most of them have issues with, though.
That's very true. I mean,
Because
like I say, sorry, go on.
I forgot what I was going to say.
I think
I
a lot
kind
of
of
it has to
found
do
out
with
what
the
that
algorithm too. The algorithm doesn't know how
Mm,
to determine if it's the actual song or if it's a remixed version of the song because there's some
mm,
other audio going over it. Because
yeah.
technically you are allowed to remix songs. You have to get permission from the song owners, but the
Yeah.
algorithm doesn't know how to determine whether or not it's a legitimate remix or not yet. Because if they don't have that audio file, they can't read it.
Mm,
So
yeah. That's very true. I mean, hopefully, I won't have to like even be like concerned this week on Sunday coming up because of playing Fuser and their streamer friendly sets.
yeah, that should be
So
easily fine.
that that'll be fine. But I will say this. I'm probably going to say it straight off. I think I've enjoyed the rhythm game month to the point that I'm going to do another rhythm game month next month.
Oh, really?
I've got 3 of the 4 games that I want to choose. So I'm thinking, let's have a look. I think I'm talking about Res. 'Cause that'll be one to go for. Thumper, which, as the rhythm games go, is going to be absolutely messy with the eyes. There's a couple of others that I'm thinking about, but I'll sort of double check it. But yeah, I've enjoyed this enough, and it's also consistently got decent, metrics on there. We've got a lot of viewers with Spin Rhythm, and there's a lot of VOD views with Aero. So while the live stream didn't exactly do very well, the rest will be fine.
Well, that's
But
fair.
like we say, consequences of doing it at what is inherently on Twitch stream in terms the graveyard shift.
Yeah. Well, because a lot of the main streamers are streaming to a North American audience.
Mm,
They all stream like noonish, uh, my time, or
mm,
later even. Sometimes 5 o'clock, like what we're doing right now. Closer to this
yeah.
time is when a lot of the streams
So
start.
let's think of it this way. At the very best, I'd be catching people on the west coast at 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, like I said, it's either
but
3
yeah.
p.m.
So
my
so
time or
effectively,
earlier. Or sorry, 4 a.m. my time or earlier that you start. So up to 3 hours earlier.
yeah. I mean, the best analogy on this is listening to radio stations. Can you name your 1 o'clock to 4 o'clock in the morning DJ?
If they even have a DJ at that time.
Yep.
A lot of stations don't.
Answer a lot of the time is not much. Yeah.
I thought it was just like most radio stations just repeat the same thing after 2 hours.
Well, no, they
Not
set up
always.
a
I mean,
set.
so that they try and do live DJs or like presenters throughout the night and stuff like that.
All the ones I
It's
listen
just
to
you.
don't have one.
Apart from your most popular DJs that you're going to get, and the reason why they're there are your um, breakfast DJs.
Yeah.
You sort of
I
like
remember when
six
I
o'clock
used
to
to go.
6 in the morning to 10, and then your drive time, which is like 4 in the afternoon till 7.
Yeah.
I remember when I used to go to work in the afternoon, and I used to listen to American radio on the way to work because
Mm.
it was the morning radio, and it was like, yeah, this sounds better to me than listening to here's the like evening radio for the UK.
Well, this is
It's
the
like, no,
funny
I'm just
thing,
going to
and this
work now.
yeah, I mean, this is the funny thing. I think I remember like one of the first non-British radio stations to listen to was one that Terry used to listen to, The Edge.
Yeah. Which they're still around, believe it or not, but their music has gone. It's not so much rock anymore. It's more like I
Ah,
don't know. It's kind of just very poppy almost. Not quite pop,
ah.
but
Pop rock.
Well, you see,
yeah,
with
sort of.
I'm a Radio X listener, which is fresh-based rock and no, fresh rock and guitar-based music is what they
Woo.
advertise it as, which is their way of getting away with being able to play Basement Jacks and Faithless every now and again.
I just listen to music on my phone.
Which is actually funny because of Basement Jaxx songs, the one song that I know that actually has guitar and bass in it is Red Alert, and they never play it. They always play "Where's Your Head At?" "Where's Your Head At?" Which
Where's your
yeah,
head
which I find
at?
really hard to find a
Where's your
guitar in
head
it.
at?
But when you've got Red Alert, which is like doom 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 doom, boom boom, it's like hello. Anyway, yeah, video game podcast, not music podcast. Sorry. Yeah, that's me.
What have you been playing, Stefano?
Minecraft when it works.
When you're not waiting for server.
Well, strange enough, I don't think it's just when you're streaming because I've had it throughout the week.
Well,
So I think
it's been
I'm,
saying that it's
and
slightly
I have
behind constantly. Like it's
I'm
constantly saying,
blaming the chickens. I'm telling you,
"Well, try killing them all and see if they still happens."
I am considering it, but then I'm thinking, how can I kill them when I can't move?
Well, maybe I'll go in
Uh,
and kill them after. But have you played
Don't kill
anything
them all.
else? Obviously, you're playing TFT because we've seen it at the beginning of the stream.
Oh yeah, I've played TFT. I played, to be honest, a this season for TFT. I've played so little of it. I'm just trying to now get a bit more worth out of it, seeing that I bought the pass.
Oh, you
Mm.
actually
Seeing
bought the
that
pass?
I'm level 22 out of the 42.
Yeah, and you have
See,
what, 6
I'm
days
I'm
left?
on the like, yeah.
Yeah. To be honest, it's not that hard to level in for TFT's pass. It's just
Well, if you
I
play
don't really want to
at least
spend that much time on the game.
you have to play every week almost, because like they do like the weekly challenges. That's where you get most of your experience. So you can get a whole lot of experience by playing like 3 or 4 games a week. Or sometimes some of them are daily. I don't
Well,
remember, but
if most of them just last from the start, you get the season pass,
oh yeah, the
and it'll
ones
be
for
like
get a
right to the
certain
end.
champions to 2-star or
Um,
3-star, or
seeing that this one's got 1 day and 13 hours left, where it says win 100 rounds.
that would have been a
Somehow I've
weekly one,
only
I think.
done 20, but that says I've only done 29.
So maybe it's a daily one.
Um, if it's a daily one, it's a bit weird. It's like get first place in TFT match. I did that the other day.
Yeah,
'Cause
you
it's the
get
game
them.
you thought I came second.
Yeah, you get them like you get new quests every week and every day. I think there's daily ones as well. And then there's the ones that stay for the whole pass, where you have to get like a certain champion, like usually a legendary champion to
It's yeah.
2-star or something.
Upgrade Olaf to level 2, upgrade Rakan to level 3,
Yeah,
Arn to level 2, Samira level 2, achieve the Fire Executioner trait.
yeah.
I've actually done Executioner once, but I never got it to far. I kind of struggled to get the last one.
All right.
Mm.
Well, I also played a little bit of TFT this week too, so I guess I should put that in there. But for the most part, I played Minecraft, and I also played Troll Ryan Simulator on while I was at work.
Yeah, thanks.
I like
You
Troll
go,
Ryan.
girl.
You would only pay me 5p to roll from my bed to the
Was it 5p?
to the desk
Yeah, it was
down the
5p.
hallway. Yeah, 5 pennies, she said,
Yeah,
and I said I was
What?
worth a little bit more than that.
I'd
10
have
Give
gone
me
pennies.
5
10p.
shillings.
You wanted 10
That's
pennies.
why
5
you should have gone
shillings.
shillings.
I am not that fucking old, Steph.
All right. So do we want to touch
Oh,
up
I'm
on the?
sorry. In it meant to be clams for you? You were bound with the Flintstones, right? No,
I,
no, the foot powered shoes, the foot powered transport.
excuse me,
So
I was in a situation. I lived in a time where I didn't have to take photos by having a beak dinosaur
oh, by
and
the way,
chisel it in stone. Well,
I want to say this
hello.
in the live stream going into the news. I'm very offended that not one of you guys cared that there was a mass shooting in Indianapolis at FedEx where I work. Not one of you guys even asked me about it if I was okay.
For one, you posted it, so to me that meant you're okay.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
posted
Are
it the
you
next
okay
day.
though? Just me. I
I
mean,
Well,
was,
you know,
to
that
me
was.
that means you're okay. You're not in hospital,
yeah,
obviously.
luckily I was
And
about 6 hours away. I'd already left. Oh, and we got a wild Nicky has appeared. The kitty cat on
hello.
the very corner there. But yes, I was
But
about 7
yeah. So
hours,
you did have that.
7 hours away from that. I just left 7 hours before that happened. So,
Hmm.
terrible, terrible thing that happened.
Well, we're happy that you're okay.
Yeah.
Um, so I've got some breaking-ish news actually.
What's
You
that?
break something, man.
No, Terry asked me to get a whole bunch of news on Sunday night ready so we could talk about the week's news beforehand.
Yes.
Yeah, only a couple of hours ago, breaking news came in from Blizzard that
Oh.
Jeff Kaplan, 20-year veteran of Blizzard and current director of Overwatch, is leaving the company.
Oh, wow. Is there a reason he's leaving?
Well, people will be looking for that thing, but it's so fresh that he's just sent
Yeah.
basically sent a
Goodbye and thanks
letter,
for all the fish.
effectively.
So long and thanks for all the
He's,
fish.
I mean, it's serious. It's serious enough that he's used his full first name, so he's Jeffrey Kaplan. But yeah, he's just said leaving after 19 amazing years. Well, hold on, IGN, please come on, proofread this. Is it 19 or 20? Oh no, he says nearly 20. Okay, I guess.
Eh,
I'd usually, you should probably try and deal with facts, and at that point, it'd probably be better to say 19 years, not nearly 20.
yeah.
But still, um, the reason why people are a bit concerned is because he was currently the lead of Overwatch 2, the prequel, sequel, single player, multiplayer, the whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Um, but that'll be taken over by his assistant director, Aaron Keller, who has also worked with Kaplan on WoW, so has been around a lot. But I don't want to put too much, you know, um, too much emphasis on this. But how much Activision influence do you reckon was in that decision?
Who knows? We really don't know what's going on in the background. So,
Yeah. Well, as it develops, we'll probably keep an eye on it for next week. Maybe. Who knows?
yeah.
Might forget.
Sometimes we bring on the news 2 weeks in a row when we get updates.
Yeah.
But it depends on how
If
important it
if
is.
it
It could
helps.
just be something like, oh, I want to live with my family, or I want to spend time with my family. Boring.
The only news I know which that hasn't gone up there is about the PS5 battery failure.
It's the
Which
PS4 battery failure, wasn't it?
it's the same failure. It's just in the 5 as well.
So
What
the
battery?
the CMOS battery that
Oh,
consoles
yes.
have.
Well, so do computers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. So you know how like if the battery fails and that it gets a little bit fucky, but you can replace it and do trickery to get some stuff working. How most consoles also, apart from having a hiccup about what system time is, can still, function as a games console and play games.
Yeah.
Not the PS4 or PS5.
Oh, dear. So they
On
Dependent
basically
on the
become
online.
CMOS.
useless.
No,
Yeah.
to play any digital game, you'd have to log on to You have to make sure your console is online and you are logged in to be able to play any content that's on the PS4 or 5.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Source various news articles that I couldn't find at the time, but will be around some.
Wow.
What I have got is sources. Um, actually, it led to a meme that it was just a picture of a Dreamcast, and it had a smiley face on the front of it, and it just went, "Oh, my CMOS battery has died. Ah, don't worry, I can still play games. Seriously though, what time is it?"
See, I didn't mind the Dreamcast.
Oh,
I don't get all these people that hated it so much.
well, I mean, you can chalk it down to Ryan's bad investments number 92. I mean, granted, when did it come out? 99. I was 12,
Yeah.
so
Well, speaking of CMOS batteries, the laptop in my truck hasn't had a CMOS battery forever. And it's the most annoying part about it is every time I connect to a network, sometimes I have to manually enter the time because if you're on one of those Wi-Fi hotspots, they want your system time to be close to accurate because they have to verify that you're not like uh, some random program or bot or something like that. So if I don't manually update my time, sometimes those hotspots won't even let my laptop connect to it. But most of them I can just log in and then I just go into change date and time, go into internet time and click update. And blip, it's all back to normal. As long as the computer stays on. But
oh dear.
see, I don't
Right.
think it has a CMOS battery per se. I think it's supposed to rely on its own, like it's a laptop, so it has its own battery. But that battery's been dead for a long time, so I think that's why it's no longer able to keep time. But so, Mr. Ryan,
Right.
what is this about Amazon getting rid of Lord of the Rings?
Right. Okay. I was about to say you've got me for one news story, and then I'll have to make an early retreat. So is that the one you want me to talk about?
Well, what other ones are there? Let's see.
So there's one involving the Lord of the Rings game, another involving Grand Theft Auto 5, which, considering you were playing it, would be interesting to talk about.
Sure, let's do
And
that.
there's another about Square Enix. Okay, so there are a group of gamers who like to try and play sort of video games, particularly games where you would normally kill a lot of dudes, and try to make it the run as pacifist as possible.
Okay.
So in a way of just not killing as many people as possible. So they did it with Grand Theft Auto 5, and they played all the way through the game, through the story, and tried where possible to do stealth, otherwise kill where they had to. And including the final cutscene of the game, where the three main characters find their FBI handler guy, put him in a trunk, and drive the trunk drive the car into the ocean. Even trying not to murder everyone, in necessary kills, the body count is 726 people.
So there's nothing they could do to save those people.
Correct. Now,
I think there is a way they could make it extend though, if they like just stood in one spot in a mission and just let things just keep spawning and coming out.
well, that was the thing. There was stuff where there was, like I say, this is the minimum amount of kills.
Yeah,
That they
these are
could
the
get
ones
away
Is
with
that
in
that
the
get
game.
killed but in cutscenes sometimes and stuff like that.
I mean, what they did is they had to remove one from that body count because they accidentally ran over a pedestrian during the playthrough. So it
Which
wasn't a
happens
necessary
a
kill.
lot.
So yeah, it happens a lot.
I aim
Now,
for a drive on
now,
the pavement.
Steph, you had a quick look at the story. Did you read it all? Because I'm about to ask Terry a question just to see.
I don't think I did actually.
Okay, so of the three main characters, who do you think had the highest kill count?
Trevor.
No.
Oh no,
Really?
I'd go with what's his name? The younger one.
The black guy?
Yeah, I forgot
Yeah,
his name.
yeah. So
You
Franklin,
play as Franklin a lot more
Franklin,
than you
that's the
do
one.
the other two.
yeah. So Franklin picked up 295 kills. Trevor 258. Michael 172.
I knew Michael was going to be the lowest because he's trying to stay out of the game.
Oh
And he's
yeah,
trying to have his
yeah.
family and stuff.
Well, he's trying to stay out of the game, but he's bored as fuck.
Yeah.
Is his sort of thing. And yeah, like I say, they had the shared kill of the last character of the game as well, because they all work together. And of course, the chapter, because there was a chapter by chapter tally. The Redditor TK576 did the video and also did a chapter by chapter tally of kills. And of course, the last chapter of the game, the third play, the what happens if you all work together and not kill each other off ending.
Yeah.
Um, of course, had the highest kill count
Well,
in
yeah,
there.
that
So
whole thing is just a kill fest.
yeah, so he's I mean, it's just mad.
So that's you then.
Yeah, so that's me. So
We will see
I
you.
will leave you all to it.
All right. Well, have a good one, and
Oh, bye
we will
bye.
continue this on our own whenever you
Okay, bye
decide to leave.
guys.
Whenever you decide to leave. So
I'll
I
leave
will.
now.
I'll
I'll leave
move on.
now. Hold on. One more. Oh, right.
All right.
We don't say another word until he leaves.
Yeah, you just did. Way to go! You ruined it. All right. So apparently Amazon's canceling the Lord of the Rings game. Is this the? Was this supposed to be like the MMO Lord of the
I
Rings
think it was a
game?
game they were designing.
Yeah, Lord of the Rings
Let's have a look.
MMO leaked
Yeah, it's the
online at
MMO.
the end of last year. Looks like they're not doing it. I wonder why. Does it say why? Post to include an amendment document. Now, however, Amazon spokesperson has told Bloomberg that the following Transcend acquisition of Leu been unable to secure terms to process with the title at this time. So what, they weren't able to get rights or something? Yeah, it looks like
It sounds like that for the way. Yeah,
it looks like it's at least on hold, but it looks like it's
yeah, but it looks fit. They're not giving them the rights to give them the name of Lord of the Rings.
yeah. So they may end up turning it into something else or something, but it won't be Lord of the Rings. That's what I'm getting out of that article. What else did we have for the news? Did you see the thing that I just posted? Portal Reloaded.
I was reading something about that
It's single
earlier
player
about
though, which sucks.
mod that's been made.
Yeah, it's a community-made mod, but it's big enough that Steam is actually advertising it as its own game. They just put it as community-made. It does require that you own Portal 2,
Oh
but it
wow,
actually
it's
has its own page. Like it shows up like it's its own game,
installed
but
now.
it's a Portal 2 mod. But sadly, it's only single player. It doesn't have the cooperative in it.
I
But
think I was reading about it yesterday, but it didn't have much on it.
yeah,
So it's got 25 brand new mind-bending puzzles.
five, fire 3 different portals. So you can, I guess you have a middle click portal now or something. Explore 2
Well,
different
by the looks of it,
timelines.
there's a green portal by the looks of that now.
Or do you have 3 different people that
Yeah,
could spawn portals or something?
no, the gun can now shoot 3 portals. I'm watching the trailer at the minute.
Oh.
Well, I'm watching one of the
But wait, like,
one
how
of the
does that
things
work?
on it.
Because normally Portal 1 and Portal 2 connect to each other. So what does Portal 3 do? Connects to something on the server,
No
maybe?
idea.
Maybe there's a set portal in the server that the Portal 3 connects to?
See, at the end of that trailer for that, then it used all 3 and just was like, "That's it. That's the end of the trailer." And it was like, "Why did you not let us see where that went?"
But yeah, so apparently you can explore 2 different timelines. So maybe that's what the third portal is, a different timeline.
Timeline.
Then there's 100 custom voice lines, new music, and unique puzzle mechanics. So I'm assuming that's what the timeline thing is. You go to different times and put portals in to do stuff, and then go back to the current time. Like you probably go back to the past, do something, and then come back to the present.
You'll probably find out it's something to do with like you end up in a room which you've already been into, but you've took out the thing that you need to do this next bit of the puzzle. So you're gonna have to use a time portal. Oh, here it goes. Look, yeah. So the green one will you go through it, and you'll end up in like a destroyed room. By the looks of it.
So future probably.
Yeah. While the blue one will always send you back through the yellow one, basically.
Yeah, that
So
one's
basically,
standard.
the green one does not connect to the other 2 portals.
It's just a timeline change.
Yeah, it's basically changing it from new puzzle room to deserted puzzle room,
Yeah.
as I'm gonna put it.
Either current to past or either current to past or current to a future.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with something like that. But I do like the fact that like I'm watching it right now, and he's placing a cube down in the let's say the past, and it appears in the future because that's
Yeah.
where he put it.
Yeah, that's kind of neat. Makes for a headache and a half, but and this is a sort of a boring one, but Square Enix basically told there was some fake news going around saying that Square Enix was up for sale, and uh, basically they just shut down that rumor, uh, saying, "Yeah, we're not for sale. Whatever you heard means is not true." So, what do you plan on playing this week? More waiting for server?
Well, yeah, I'll be playing more Wait for Server. Well, I've been looking up on mods that are actually in not enough all the mod 6 and what have been added into it. It's like I'm now in the dragon dimension.
Okay.
That's what that screenshot was earlier. Um So I know how to get there now. I don't even need to use the portal anymore for it. I've got waystones.
Ooh.
I need to complete my Minecraft mushroom village. But because of the mod in it for villagers, the easy villager mod, my knowledge of how villagers work is buggered because of that. Because I can't make them. They seem to, no matter what, if I make them into, let's say, a librarian, they will always have the same trades. I can't get them to change the trades.
Hmm.
And it just seems a bit messed up. But there is a way
So
when
even
you're
if you have
looking at them.
multiple librarians, they always have the same trades?
Well, yeah. They have the same beginning trades, which I know for a fact is possible, but very unlikely. But before you start trading with them, there's another button that you see just above their trades that says refresh, redo trades, which I assume would refresh trades and try changing them around, but it doesn't seem to do that.
So either it's bugged or I
It's
don't know.
one or the other. But then I've also been watching another YouTuber that is currently playing this as well. This is how I've learned little things of like stuff that we seem to have struggled with. And I watch him do it, and it's like, we could have done that. We would have been miles ahead by now.
Yeah, well, that's the downside. Is like without a
Because
proper quest line, we don't
it's
know
more
what
the
we're doing.
fact we don't know half the mods.
And that's
And
what I'm saying.
even when
Without
we're
a
looking
proper
through not
quest
enough
line,
items how to do stuff,
it doesn't tell us all the ways to do things either.
even with like Stone Block, there was multiple ways to do everything in Stone Block. You could have just stuck with one or two mods and completed Stone Block.
Yeah.
You don't have to go in every single mod. In this, you kind of need. There is multiple ways to do it, but the easiest and cheapest ways is always to like mix all the mods up. It's like we've never interacted before with the pedestal mod.
No, you started playing with it a
Yeah,
little bit, but
I made one thing because we needed solium or whatever it was,
yeah.
and now I've discovered. Oh wait, hold on. That can make that's a better cobble generator than the
Yeah.
cobble
I
generator.
remember seeing that. Like,
Um, it can also generate endstone and netherrack. So that's what I've now got us generating that.
that would have been a lot better to do that, and then instead of the way we were doing it.
Well, let's put it this way. I can't even check how much we've got started up at the minute because what the hell's all this off? I've got a load of items following me around and I don't know where they've come from.
Your chickens, probably.
It's not eggs, I know that much. It's got quartz in it and
Oh, did one
something
of the
else.
sieves start to overflow?
I don't know. It's server check. Yes, my looks of it is because I'm just watching it spit out.
That's probably why you're having lag as well.
I can't fix it.
We'll deal with it once the
I
stream's
don't even know
over.
why.
But yes.
Probably am. But yeah, I have a lot of stuff that I want to do and finish on the server before we kind of give up on it.
Yeah, I'm almost to that point. I'm starting to feel it. Which it depresses me because we start to get into everything and then it's just like, yeah, but now we have everything. I don't even want to play anymore. But we don't have everything. It's just like all the things that I cared about doing is sort of there. Even though it's ugly the way I do it. All my stuff always ends up ugly.
Eh.
That one center
I just
island
like
is
learning the new mods, to be honest.
yeah, well, we
It's
kind of
like
need to
I've done.
because newer mod packs and other mod packs use those mods. And then we're always scared to play those mods because we don't know how to do it. So it's good that all the mods is sort of doing that.
I think this is where I kind of last longer in Minecraft, especially to you or Dana. Well, you tend to only really do the machines. I tend to do a bit of everything.
Yeah,
And then I'll get really into one thing and then like shoot down it so fast you didn't see it coming.
Yeah, for me, I shoot through like the machines usually pretty quick, and then
Well, I can tell you this right now. Where seeing that I'm on my island, the sieve is now overflowing with iron ore.
how dare you let it
Seen that?
overflow with
That's
iron
just,
ore?
I didn't know.
We need to
It would
upgrade the
explain why I'm
drawers.
overfilling with gold and shit.
So which
I
one's
just need to put a
overfilling?
void mod in
I
it.
guess probably all. Yeah, that's true. I bet you they're all overflowing because they all make the same kind of chunks.
I don't know, but yeah, like I messaged you earlier about trying to shoot me.
Yeah,
Well, the new spell I've put down, it keeps the rain off me.
it
That's the
keeps the rain
definition.
off you.
Well, I found a new magic in the game. I don't know if it was recently added for the update, but I put down a spell that keeps everything away from me. From what? It keeps everything away. So any arrows, anything being shot at me, here it is. Anything. It puts a barrier up with a 10 by 10. You can pass through it, but mobs, arrows, and other entities cannot.
Oh, so creepers can't even get to you anymore.
Nope. I can sit in the middle of a room or sit wherever I bloody well want with the spell in the middle.
That's cool.
I just want to see if it lets other players in it.
So yeah, that's what you're gonna play for the next week probably is a lot of Minecraft. You got any other
It
plans?
depends. Well, seeing that I use a lot going back to GTA, I might play a little bit of GTA, but the thing that bothers me with GTA, it's the getting money I don't find hard,
No,
and I don't find it that much of a struggle.
I just all I do for them is I follow them around and do their missions because they're just constantly restocking and selling their warehouses. So I
Yeah,
just go along with
I
them.
couldn't give a damn about mine.
I
I
don't do
really
mine
couldn't give a
either.
damn about mine, and it comes down to the thing. I just want experience in the game so I can get more guns and then just go wild in different ways. But the grind for the experience is worse than trying to get money.
Well, what do you need experience for? What level are you?
I have no idea at this minute.
Because I'm like well over I'm almost level 200 now. So like I don't think I need levels for anything
Okay,
anymore.
I don't even think I'm level 100. I'm just
Yeah, I think 100's the
almost there.
last weapon that you get. To be honest,
It's not 150.
is it 150?
Yeah,
Okay, well
they keep changing it. Every
the
time they add
hardest
new guns,
yeah the
new
hardest
levels
part
come
is
out
getting
for it. So
the make two versions of the weapons.
and see that don't even bother me because D plays with that. D swears on it, and I swear to God, I can kill D pretty easy with the normal gun.
Yeah, I I managed to get myself the make two assault rifle because that's the main weapon that I use, and I'm happy with that. That's the only make two weapon I'm gonna get.
And
Maybe a make
the
two
o-
machine gun.
the other thing that annoys me with it is just they add new content. Like I know they've added the submarine, but I'm sorry, it's a submarine. Yes, I understand it should be expensive and it's part of the game, but it's just a submarine, and you're not giving people an extra part of the map because you need this submarine to get to it.
Well, actually, they made the submarine a little bit better. The submarine itself can move around, and it can find treasures and stuff at the bottom of the ocean. So there is stuff to do. Like there's supposed to be treasures and stuff that you're supposed to be able to find in the bottom of the ocean, and I believe that actually helps you find them. I think that's more of the reason why they added it, because not enough people were going for those treasures and stuff that they put at the oceans. So
I
apparently
didn't even know there
those,
was treasure in the oceans, to be honest.
yeah, you're supposed to be able to dive down and find certain. They're almost like Easter eggs, but they're treasures and stuff like that.
Oh
And
no, I know about Easter eggs and that are in the ocean.
but I think that's supposed to help you find it.
A
That's my
lot of
understanding.
the I know a lot of the Easter eggs and that were only in the single player. It's like I believe sharks and that were only in the single player.
Yeah, I've never seen a shark in multiplayer.
Yeah, multiplayer. I don't think you'll ever will. It's always been in single player. To be
That'd
honest, I've never even seen one in single player, and that's an achievement to get killed by a shark.
be, yeah, I would love to see a shark. If they started putting sharks in the multiplayer, that'd be awesome. But
I just
yeah,
think it would bugger the game up more than what it already is. Seeing that it's got enough NPCs running around cities.
Well, we're over 50 minutes now, which is more than our normal podcast time. So I guess we will say our goodbyes, and hopefully people will like, subscribe, and follow us. Send us
And
love
wait for the
mail.
server.
Yeah. Send us love mail, send us hate mail, whatever you want to send us. We're on all social medias. We got email, we got everything. So, yeah, like, subscribe,
I
follow.
don't believe in email.
You are an email.
No, I believe mail by
Career.
ugh. Mail by owl only.
Okay, Harry Potter.
No, I'm Harry Potter.
But anyways, have a good one, everybody.